We friend you big, happy, good house friend. Our house has actually kind of become a little safe haven, hasn't it? For all the citizens here, and maybe it's because we're one of the only ones who will actually take in the turned. We're actually starting to see things go from really scary and violent in the beginning, and actually becoming less so as time goes on. I don't know, maybe the world's adapting. And maybe we're killing the bigger threats, I don't know. Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to Look Outside. And I have 1,000,001 ideas. This is a game I find myself thinking about what I should do next when I'm away. It kind of reminds me of when I'd be playing a game in school and would spend the whole day just thinking about what I'm going to do when I get home. But anyway, right now we have to look at the door and answer for the nurse. One of my big things right now is finding more medical supplies. We've dealt with you many times, and I definitely want what you have. But more importantly, we actually have a pretty big asset in the form of being able to craft our own tonics now. That's gonna go a long, long way. But I'll always trade cash for items, and we get the chance. Okay, I was worried I'd accidentally click through you. So elixir is real expensive, and we're not in huge need of it right now. We've got bomb. Antidote, maybe I'll take some, but I'll definitely take a first aid kit. Antidote, 60 bucks, why not? And the rest, I think we can leave. I always try to come away with a profit, so what can we do here? There's gotta be something left. Nah, we sold most of the good stuff. But that's alright. But yeah, that's our very procedural beginning. How's everybody looking health-wise? Pretty good. We'll eat something later. Because, as I always say, the beginning when we have... I need to organize my thoughts. I need to organize my thoughts, because I'm thinking about so many things. Okay, you're gonna join me? Because I want to level you up some more. More importantly, I can use you with Helen. See, every time I'm away from this, I kind of try and look back at the previous episode and plan for the future, what went right and what went wrong. Now, we learned two things last time. First of all, that our party is actually capable of taking down some of the tougher threats in the game, but that attrition is really going to wear us out. We're going to be fighting multiple of them in a row, and that's when we run into problems. Helen is capable of some incredible damage output, but we've been negating that by having her use Massacre to get us out of desperate situations. Meanwhile, I am pretty much always the punching bag, which can keep her and Papineau around for a while, but it also means we have one less person, and therefore the attacks get spread around more, we use more items. It's no good, so I was thinking about this. Why don't we actually take off the teeth pendant? What does the lapis band do? Grants immunity to poison and increases defense, so it does basically the opposite. Also lowers our agility a little bit, but that's okay. I'm gonna take that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and give that to you. That'll put your defense down to 0, which isn't great, but it'll increase your attack. And I'm thinking, we won't have you holding this all the time, but it could maybe work wonders in conjunction with Shmeepo. Now, Shmeepo is currently cosplaying his favorite auntie, and so I think it'll be a good idea for him to use stock and then have Helen do the big damage. Because before, we would have to kind of wait for her to do that. Can we give you anything else? No? Might as well give you plastic gloves, give you some immunities. The odd necklace? No, you're not playing with that. But you can take some pot shots, you can... Basically, yeah. I don't feel good about not having Sophie, but if we're just going to be doing some leveling up, that'll be fine. We can feed Shmeepo some beer. I imagine he has a pretty great metabolism. All that energy he's got. And I think that's okay for now. Any healing we'll do when we come back to the apartment. We actually are a pretty good cook now. And here's what I'm thinking. We always use our best opportunities in the beginning. That's our information gathering phase, where if we die, all we have to do is go upstairs with some more information. Oh no. Oh no, the power went out. That's the other thing about this game. You always have a plan until something happens. Some curveball gets thrown right into your face. Oh boy. Well, we need to go down to the basement right now. We need to go down to the basement. Was that blood streak there before? Oh my. It was not. Oh no, is it? Where is it heading? The astronomer's gone. I'm not chasing you across there. That's a trap. That is a trap if I ever saw one. Whatever that is huge. Okay. So, what I'm gonna do is come into the sewers and try to find these kids. The reason we want to do that is because we can level up Shmeepo, and we're not going to be really getting any progress towards saves down here, I don't think. So it's best to deal with this now. I don't believe there's anything we can do to fight the boiler beast. What happens if we try to interact with this? If I do to decide to attack, like say we go Nitro Boost, the small tick is all there is. So everybody just do a regular attack and we'll see what happens, I guess? And maybe I shouldn't have wasted the Nitro Boost. Maybe this will be a quick and easy fight. Yeah. Oh no. Something happened with the pipe. Maybe I can go talk to Snuffleupagus and see what he thinks of that? Urge to run away? Okay, we're gonna do that again. Later, Tater. It is eerily quiet down here, and I don't like it. I'm not sure where we have and haven't been, but it's sure to be even darker than before, right? More of those ticks. But nowhere new according to our progress indicator. Oh my god. Well, that is so unbelievably bad. They're gearing us up for this fight. A firebomb. A super explosive. A healing spray. I think that heals everyone, and a stimulant. Oh my, I think we've just run into a boss and we don't have Sophie to blind it. I really do think that Sophie is allowing us to punch above our weight in these fights. Able to blind and stun and do everything. Since you haven't attacked, I'm guessing you're one of the lost kids. Hiss. Oh wait, are you the dog? Here, let me show you the chew toy. That got a reaction. The creature seems to relax after smelling the chew toy. It sits and waits for you to lead the way, yes. Problem. Big problem. First of all, are you in our inventory? Super explosive, deals 160 blast damage to all enemies and has a chance to stun. Alright, we've actually got a lot of single-use weapons on us. I'm just getting ready. Are you a key item? Or are you just sort of understood to be with us. I've got this tongue. Don't know what it does. Okay, so here we go. A terrible sewer beast draws near. You look like a lot of things, which means high damage output. Now, this is one of the things that I was worried about. So here's one of the things I realized in my sort of post-game analysis. The things that really cause us a lot of trouble, that give us a run for our money, are the things that can hit big, yes, but more importantly, that can spread that damage around, and that can apply effects, because that costs actions to remove those effects, and to heal. But if it focuses all its attention on one person, well, that sucks for that person, but we can usually pretty easily heal them, and just keep everybody else in the fight. Stuff like this is what causes me a huge headache. So what we're gonna do is Nitro Boost, of course. Helen. Oh, it's only one. Okay, we can handle this then. I did have a look on the wiki to look at some of the enemies that we previously fought, specifically some of the ones that we fought in the last part, and confirm my suspicion. It's not just me, it's not just our output. They have substantially more health than things that we previously fought. And I'm assuming that's going to be the trend going forward. We jumped from 400 health enemies to 1,200 or more health enemies. But, while the cop car did definitely really screw with us, as well as the elevator boss, because it had the ability to just damage everyone at once, we didn't have as much of a problem as I thought with the worm. I remember the worm being a really hard fight, but it was really only hitting 1 or 2 people at a time. So it was a long fight, but not a hard one in retrospect. Maybe the same can be true here. I am going to do a... I'm going to do a deep cut with Helen, just to cause some bleeding. Papano, you do a bear hug. Shmeepo, I'm going to have you... I've never fully understood how Copy Dad actually works. I know what it does, but I don't understand how it works. I'm going to... How do I get you to stock? I thought I could make you stock. Okay, I misunderstood that entirely. But we'll worry about that on the next turn. I guess just copy Dad then. Join us. You're the amalgamation of the floating corpses. Alright. Everybody get ready to dodge. Helen, you're gonna need it. That was a very good hit, and it's bleeding. 56. You hit us for 39. Oh no, here we go. We're evading. That Nitro Boost is helping us. That was 5. Okay, that was a good opening. That was a very good opening. Now, Chris P. Nitro Boost and Jump Attack has always been very, very good, and as much as I would love to try Cash Sock and see how much damage it does, I don't know if I'm willing to pay $50 right here and now. So we can swing at 3 random targets and make... Hack and Slash is pretty good, but I do think Jump Attack is going to be the way to go. I am so glad you are one thing, because otherwise we were going to have to start looking at grenades and items and stuff. Helen. This time, I'm gonna have you stock. We can set us up to do more damage. Papano is going to also bear... Or, wait, You do have some good abilities. Maybe you just do a regular attack? I can't see this thing really having that much defense against an axe, right? I mean, it looks like tentacles are the thing you chop off with an axe. Actually, I can't help but be reminded of Day of the Tentacle. Shmeepo, I'm going to have you... Prowl... Or wait, no, maybe Prowl is the stock? Maybe I'm just reading it wrong. Okay, well, just go ahead and pounce, because it is... Or will be stocked. 76 damage. Papano attacks. Shmeepo pounces. Yeah, no, Helen did the stock last. Okay. That's alright. And good hit, Shmeepo. You don't have the greatest melee ability. That's why you have the gun, but I'm hoping to increase that for you. Now, Chris P. Go ahead and do a painful stab. Helen, now's your time to shine with a stab. Papano, do a regular attack. Shmeepo, you could take a shot. I'm not really feeling like using it here. I feel like you use bullets for things, and maybe we can afford them more now. We do have a lot, so maybe I'm unnecessarily holding back. But I tend to want to use those things more on things we need dead right now, and this thing isn't really bothering us too much for now. So maybe you... If you prowl, will that stalk you again? I guess it'll depend on the order. Oh, well, Helen just murders it, so I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, we got an achievement for defeating the sewer beast. Okay. I want to move very slowly in the sewers, though, because we don't know when that boiler beast is going to come back. And I am very afraid. I think that's like the one enemy I'm aware of right now, except for maybe the SWAT van, where I'm like, I don't think we could kill it if we tried. Especially without Sophie. So I'm just listening out for another set of footsteps. These mangled corpses just everywhere. Oh my, the rest of these pipes are also starting to show like that. Not all, but the ones that are connected, so these are consistent. I asked Snuffleupagus if he wanted anything. He said he was fine. It's in here. Okay. I have not found who I was looking for, unfortunately. But maybe we can do something. I really want to save now. Yep! And stuff like this is why. You're not fast, but you can easily catch me off guard. Into here. Yep, up and out. You are in hot pursuit. You again. Great. Up and around. And we're back. I want to have a word with you. Hello again. See anything interesting? Okay, we've already heard that. Do you need anything? No. Okay, I'm gonna ignore the ticks for now. I was thinking they might be like some kind of parasite that was bothering you. In fact, I kind of wonder if there might be some way to restore the power. The teeth door has opened. Oh, that's no good. What's also no good is that we haven't been anywhere new. We can't save. And now the elevator isn't working, cutting us off from that whole side. And that means that we have to go across the parking garage if we want to use that area again, so that's a huge problem. That eliminates basically every advantage we built up over the last part. I don't know if I really want to bring Shmeepo into a fight with whatever that was. We can't even insert the discs here because these doors are locked. Without power, there's nothing, so there's not a ton I can do here. The only thing I can think of is to go and try to... I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to go back and fight that thing again. Here we are. You. Please, help me. It's taking me. It's taking me! I feel so cold. I can't see. I can't see. My eyes are... Oh, it's an axolotl. Okay, you guys know the drill. We have things that can hurt you if need be. Look at that. It's like a river of souls in your translucent body. We are going to Nitro Boost. Helen is going to stock Papano. You could cleave. Could also bear hug. Decapitation. If target is stunned, deals triple damage. We're not doing that now. Just do a deep cut. And Shmeepo. Take a multi-pistol shot. Shoot this thing in the face. Oh, please. Please, please, please come with us. Yeah, it's not gonna happen, bud. Good hit. We evade. Good. Okay, so you're also something that can only strike once. Once more, I feel bad. Everything begs for mercy, but not everything is in control of itself. Some of them we can save, but some, well, we can't. Sometimes we just have no choice. We're gonna go for a painful stab. Helen, stab. Papano, try bear hug, because you've got good health. Shmeepo, you've not really got anything left. Yeah, we gotta feed you more beer. You know what, just help yourself. What does cold coffee do? Recovers 15 stamina. Have a beer, it's all you need. And I'm not using it for much else. Good hit! You evaded our attack, but we hit with you. I'm worried. I'm really worried that you're, gonna do something awful. Try for another painful stab. Helen, just attack like normal. Papano, you attack like normal, but you... do a prowl. I want to see if it'll actually do what I think it does. Good hit. And nice hit. You attack for more. Yes, okay, it does. It does. So now, Chris P, you can do another jump attack. Helen, you do another stab. Papano, you do a regular attack. Shmeepo. I was gonna say go ahead and pounce. What you guys have told me is that once the stock target is hit, it goes away. I don't know if that counts for... I'm not sure if that just counts for the turn or not. Try to pounce, we'll see what happens. Helen stabs. We keep missing still. And it's down. 500 XP. And I'm now level 14 and Shmeepo is level 7. Join them, defeat the Ulm. Well, we've done some good work. But this place is so much worse for us. If we go downward, there's nowhere to use the herbicide. I'm really desperate for alternatives here. We can search the garbage can for junk. None of the fights have been particularly hard, but the worst thing is going to be losing progress. Who needs stuff? Who needs stuff right now? We're actually running very low on alcohol, which is not the best thing for us. I want to make sure we have what people need. You have just under 50% HP. So yeah, doing that would be useful. That's worth it for the first aid kit. Worth $70. You guys are walking around. Oh, it's a whole bunch of dudes. You look nasty. Clearing this place out is probably for the best, especially if the power's not going to come back on. So, let's do the same thing as before. Nitro Boost. Helen. Just start attacking things. Cable Jumper. Hit him. Both of you hit him. We're going to do our usual strategy and try to make sure that, like, we just get things out of the fight, so it's fewer hits coming in per turn. Meanwhile, Shmeepo is going to prowl. And what the heck, why not Shockhead B? Everybody's dodgeable. That's a weakness. They're weak to slashing weapons, which is just as well because they have a lot of... they're paralyzing us, though. They are capable of doing a lot of damage. Okay. Crispy. You are going to do a jump attack on the cable jumper. Helen, you are going to stab Shockhead B. And, Shmeepo, maybe you just shoot Shockhead B. Or perhaps you could be the backup plan for if Cable Jumper doesn't die. Good hit right there. Good hit. He'll do damage. Shmeepo fires a shot. Papano no longer paralyzed. Okay, what that means is it's time for a beatdown. Everybody just hit it. Go ahead and bite Shockhead A. You're weak to all of this, so you should die. There you go. And we're getting things out of the way. Anybody need anything? It's important for us to top off. Very important. But the thing is, a lot of our stuff now can be used in battle. I guess we could help you out a bit using these. It's 20% of HP, so the more health they have, the more it helps. And bandages are fairly easy to make. Still, lots of nastiness out here, and we have not saved this entire video. We can hear these writhing masses. I can hear these cars running too, which is the worst thing. That's there. We did unlock a door down here, didn't we? Oh no, this is a new place. Are you a problem, or are you somebody new? Either way, we found a key. I'm sure we can find some place to use that. Oh wow, you really are a creature. Bat Boy found! We did it! We found Bat Boy! Hello? I'm Stuart, the mechanic. You know what, Stuart? I like you. You're not like the other people here in the trailer park. The cars in the lot. They're really something, huh? People have fused to their vehicles. It's incredible. Do you think maybe you can help us with them? I wish I could speak with them, but they're so dangerous. What do you want? Let's talk. What happened to you? I work across the street from here, the car mechanic and used auto parts store. When it happened, the underground parking was the closest shelter I could find. Figured I'd just be here for an hour. That's a weird place for a comma. For an hour or so, waiting for the cops or firefighters to sort out whatever was happening. Well, so much for that. Anything interesting nearby? Well, there's a big hole near here. It looks really deep, like a sinkhole or something. Yeah, sounds really dangerous too. I threw a pebble in there to see how deep it was, and I heard a voice say, "Ow." So I said sorry, and haven't been near the hole since. Okay, we can ask you if you need a home, and maybe we'll do that later. I don't know if there's any disadvantage to cluttering up our house with people, but, you know, there's definitely a real advantage in building communities. We can be the most awesome survivor there is, but unless we build something, we are not preparing for the long term. It may seem like more mouths to feed at first, but there's strength in numbers. That's just how it is. Door is stuck. And I'm guessing the hole is down the hall from you, right? Well, it doesn't matter because it's blocked by those growths. You know, I'm actually sort of happy about that. Okay, well, I'm sure we'll be back for you at some point. That thing is out there. Thankfully, that one seems to be more car than person. I swear there was a door we could enter further down. It's just, I'm really worried about that thing's there, the policeman is there. We gotta make it across. Yep, doesn't matter if it hits our people. Oh god, there's still things out here. We can make it around, though. All I want in the world right now is to save. Oh, I think you may be something new. I'm not sure you were here before. Playing very carefully when saves are at stake, because it's going to take a long time for us to get back here. Oh. There's something going on in there. Is that the pit you were speaking of? If there's any way to restore power, maybe it's through here? We can only see in brief flashes at a time. I'm not sure I actually see a good way to do this. But I feel like standing on the grate is maybe not a good thing. Can we have some soup? Of course, have some. And we get some stats. So this really is just like a little place to relax. Okay, well, we've already spoken with you. I think at this point we're probably better off just going back and regrouping and saving. Yeah, forget the sewers for now. Although there is still more I want to do down there. Here's what I'm going to do right now. Is come back and save. We get all that XP. Helen levels up. And Shmeepo. I just wonder... Are you going to have any dialogue for this? I didn't like leaving you alone in the dark. How are you doing? Yeah, pretty hungry. I know. Oh god, is the stuff in the fridge going to go bad? That's something I hadn't considered. And we can't play video games anymore. Unless we can restore the power. Okay, avoid. I am quite confident that maybe we can restore power if this is here. Like, the power goes out and now we have an electrical-themed problem. Definitely this. Okay, where do you get through? I don't trust those grates, but maybe we can get you to shock yourself to death? You know what? No, I guess not. I suppose we wouldn't. Okay, well, you know how it is. Nitro boost, everyone. Helen, you're going to... We really need to make sure this guy dies. So I'm going to... Deep cut husk. Papano. You bear hug Shockhead. Shmeepo, just shoot Shockhead in the face right now, please. Husk is bleeding. You're using that. You can just hurt everyone. And Papano's paralyzed. Maybe it's best if we then do a painful stab to Husk. Helen. It's just, I don't wanna take the time to stalk, but that's what's screwing me over. So go ahead and prowl against the Husk. Good hit, you're dead. That leaves us to focus our attention on you. You're racked with pain. Use overheat and set me on fire. You set 2 people on fire. I can't stand these single enemies that can do lots of damage. Alright, Crispy, do a jump attack. Helen, stab. Shmeepo. Pounce. 238 damage. Miss. Shmeepo does damage. Shmeepo's real low. Alright, we need to kill you now, basically. Let's kill you. Helen. Attack. Papano. Attack. Shmeepo. Just shoot him. You're gonna need to reload. Weakness, and you're dead. Alright. We're gonna have to recover some folks. So you, and you. Shmeepo, you're gonna need something a little more. You're gonna need the first aid kit. Which I hate to do that for such little health. Maybe I should have brought Sophie for this. Problem is, we can only see in the flash where we're going. That's not a lot of time. Here. I do wonder if that counts for party members. Certainly don't count for you, and you're getting closer. Okay, I guess we're dealing with this now. Alright, the usual. Let's do a nitro boost. Helen, you're going to just attack you. Papano, I'm actually gonna have you... Actually, wait, cleave hits all targets. Now's the time to do that. And Shmeepo, you're going to prowl against the ghoul. It's always the tough guy and his friend. Papano swings in a wide arc. Nobody bleeding, though, which sucks. You use electric shock, you're gonna paralyze somebody. At least you've already moved. And you're now stocked. Okay. Chris P., you are going to do a painful stab against Ghoul, whereas you, Helen, are just going to do a regular stab. It's so cool to see, like, the little team, Helen and Shmeepo, working together. But if you have a bullet left, go ahead and spend it on Cable Jumper. This is why we did what we did with Helen. And now you're the one racked with pain. You do some damage to us, sure, but you're not long for this earth, little buddy. And that's the end of you. Got a lot of XP for that as well. Now as far as healing, I definitely think Chris P could use some more stamina. We gotta buy some food. Maybe we should put some of our change into snacks. We can bandage you guys up. That's all that, but we have bomb in case somebody starts bleeding. I'm real nervous about this. Out. It's entirely on a tile system, so just go based on that. Okay, up and away. And we have a door. I'm gonna be so pissed if I die to this, I'll tell you what. Oh no, oh come on. That did so much damage. See, this is annoying. Cause it's all tile based. Nope. If I die here, that's a lot to redo. So you're the one sucking up the power. Okay, we need a tonic on you. Tonic on me as well. Just use them now. Please don't just be Lyle. We could potentially Alpha Strike. Let's do a Nitro Boost. Helen. Get ready to... What does hack and slash do? More targets. Do a deep cut. Papano. You're gonna go for a bear hug. And Shmeepo is going to prowl. Evaded. Oh no. None of this is gonna count until you turn around, right? No, it does. We've got your attention. Now's our time to do something. Helen, go for a stab. Papano. You also go for a deep cut. Shmeepo, do you have a pistol? You're gonna have to reload soon. Go for a pounce. Very, very good start, but the claymore was damaged in the process. That could hurt us going forward. Quick jab, you're racked with pain. It literally gave us a head start, which makes me think this is going to be a tough one. You're going to be paralyzed, right? No, oh my. Okay. Okay, your sounds. You're still one enemy. I was worried your hands would be separate. Helen... Maybe you're just gonna do a regular attack? Maybe you just do a regular attack. Papano? You go for the deep cut. Shmeepo, you're going to prowl once more, and then we'll try to see about getting you back up to where you were. We've done tremendous damage to you. You're gonna hit us all. We're not doing very much dodging. Crispy is paralyzed, so you're gonna go for another stab. Papano. Go for a bear hug. Shmeepo. Maybe we'll give medication to me, cure the effect. I don't think a mental status effect is paralyzed. Paralysis doesn't last that long. I don't think it's worth using medication. I think, Shmeepo, your best bet right now is just take a pistol shot. We got more damage coming in. Big hits. Big, big hits. Shmeepo and Helen make a great team because it allows Helen that extra turn every 2 turns, you know? We killed you. Papano's now level 14. Shmeepo's level 9. Shmeepo's growing a lot in this part. And hopefully now we can fix this. Papano would probably know how. The main fuse box to the building. Restore power? Yes, please. And we ended it. It took some doing, but somebody's got to do it. This is something that I really enjoy about this game. Oddly enough, not only is there a sense of community to it, there's a real sense of civic duty. There was nothing forcing us to come down here and fix that, or maybe it would be necessary to use the elevator later, but we could have ignored it. We could have kept going. We didn't have to go through that gauntlet, but because we did, everyone has power now. It's an investment. It's now evening. We had a bit of a late start in waking up. I would like to go home and make some food. I think that would be the best way to get our health back up, as well as cure our hunger. Which is one of those hidden stat things, but I'm sure it doesn't do good things for us. Wait, what am I doing going through here? We had access to the elevator again. That's effectively the closest thing we're going to get to fast travel. But we're not doing that quite yet. We're not heading home quite yet. Now, earlier we went through this door, and I thought I was walking in on something horrific. Well, I suppose we were, but some of you pointed out that we should retry something that I had written off from before because it didn't work. Now, there are doors down below the bus here. I could have sworn I had tried them and found them locked before. But at this point, one of the things I wanted to do in this episode was come down here and kill all this stuff to level up Shmeepo. So maybe we'll do that now. Let's go ahead and... First aid kit Helen. Nobody else really needs it. What I'm more concerned about now is giving coffee to Shmeepo. We could run past you, but I'd rather just get rid of you at this point. You can't. I can't what? Now, some of you have been asking why I don't clear these things out when they're like easy fights, you know, stuff like these guys and the eye creature in Lyle's room. And the answer is because what's been giving us trouble. With our squad now, there's very little in the way of fights we can't win. We can just about always win. The problem is attrition. What's hard to get is food and health items. That is changing a little bit now that we can manufacture them ourselves with easily obtainable stuff. The thing is, I've been avoiding them so that we don't end up in these situations where we reach a boss fight and can't do anything. And that's been a very good thing, because if we had any less, we would not have been able to get through the gauntlet that was the previous thing. So right now, we're going to kind of bide our time. Nitro boost. Helen's just going to guard. Papano's going to guard. Shmeepo is going to prowl, so you'll be stalked for next turn. It's just when you're far away, usually that means that our attacks aren't going to hit too well. You're not coming towards us. Okay, we can try for a painful stab. Helen can try for a regular stab. Papano attack. Shmeepo pounce. There you are. You can't get out. Well, that ended that. Got out of hand quickly, defeated the crawling hand. Let's enter this doorway. Look at that! It's a whole other community! Oh, it looks like there's bars on the front windows. Alex. We've been meeting here for coffee every day for the past 10 years. A little apocalypse won't stop that. Oh, nothing stops it for the regulars. Though I have no idea how Clemens drinks hers. I think she's just acting it out for our sakes. Yeah, around the time we met Papano, it started to become very clear that this game is very French-Canadian. She gives you a slight nod with a clawed foot located roughly where a head should be. It seems like she can't talk. Those looks like some pretty high-end items. I just noticed you peering out from behind the counter. My whole family's gone mad. I'm the only one that kept it together. Maybe I'm going to go mad too. I hope not. I also hope not. Is this stuff just to take? Inside you find smelling salts, anxiety meds, and 4 bandages. There's also a wallet. Maybe I'm gonna need it. Simon. I have a friend with an apartment in the basement here. Oh boy, I think they're looking a little worse for wear. I think they turned into a human centipede. Normally we have coffee together, but he hasn't shown up since all this started. It seems like the basement level is sealed, and the landlord has the only key left. I'm a bit worried that he's stuck down there. Okay, well, way ahead of you. A pulsing mass of organs sits at the table. An enormous beating heart where its head should be cranes towards you. Do I get, like, free drinks for life or something because I put the power back on? Hi, I'm Jelaine. How you doing? Since becoming a sapient mass of guts, I've come to understand a lot about physical ailments. I even started a blog about it. It's called Insides Out. That's adorable, but maybe you could help us with medical stuff? The biological machinery, exposed for all to see. I mean, it's a bit disgusting, sure, but it's also beautiful. You can practically hear the churn of peristaltic motion from here. Isn't it neat? That's the sound of life, baby. Anything you want to know about physical ailments? You are actually a very useful source of information. How about paralysis? Paralysis prevents you from acting for several turns. It's often caused by shocking attacks. Once paralysis fades, you gain immunity to it for the remainder of the battle. Now that I didn't know. What else have you got? See, all of this helps me tremendously because it also allows me to figure out how we want to employ Sophie. What about blindness? Blind sharply reduces your accuracy. You can use eye drops to take care of it. Okay. I'm not going to go through all of them right now, but there are some that I really want to know about. Yeah, what about infection? It can be caused by some monster bites. If not treated with disinfectant, it can turn into disease. Oh, it's an effect that progresses. Disease sharply reduces your strength, and may take several days to clear up. Alright. Now stun is the big one. Stun will prevent you from attacking for 1 or 2 turns, often caused by crushing attacks. When you're stunned, you're unlikely to be stunned again for a few turns, but not prevented. Don't forget, you're a pile of guts too. They're just more covered than mine. Take good care of them. You could be a doctor in this new world. But, just while I'm thinking about it, do we have any more duct tape? We may have used it all. Oh, that's no good. I'll have to see if I can buy some more. I wonder if it's possible to make some more. That'd be extremely useful. I could have sworn we found a bunch. But then... Oh, no, there it is. Could repair the Joyce again, but I'm really interested. I think Helen's is shipped. Yes. The combat knife is actually better. Oddly enough. Okay, you take that. And we'll repair the other thing later if needed. What about anybody else? Fireman's axe looks good. Schmeeplo's cleaver looks good. That used to be Helen's, and my machete is still good. We're very good for chopping. Let's have a chat. Hopefully from the right side of the table this time. Welcome to Mutt's Fish and Chips. I'm Mutt. Please take your time and look around. And please, feel free to ask about my special inventory. What do you run, a video store? Look at that, we can actually trade here. We can also ask for fish. Please, make yourself comfortable. Mutt's Fish and Chips is open to anyone who can pay. Okay, so talking is just going back to this screen. Let's trade normal items. No refunds, all items sold as is. We can buy bandages from you, we can buy tonic, that's all very good. Very good. You can buy more pistol bullets, that's worth it. We could get an old axe. This is so convenient, by the way. We can actually look at an item and see immediately how it compares to everyone else's stuff. That's actually fantastic. Papano could use the pitchfork as an upgrade. I think we have one. Maybe we could repair it. It might have actually broken entirely during that boss gauntlet. But, yeah, cash for health? Always. Never even a question. We can also sell stuff. Having a merchant that we can do both of these things with is super useful. Silver dust not worth a lot, but can be used to blind enemies. A trauma kit, an accessory that grants the ability to heal wounds in battle. More effective for treating heavy wounds, but performs poorly with light wounds. Yours for $80. Maybe we will. How about that? Maybe we turn somebody into a medic. I assume it grants abilities. For $80, it's worth it to find out, right? Okay. I want to see your special items. This is Auntie Wilma's Crossword Challenge for a hardcore crossword video game for experts only. Okay, well, I'm not going to buy that right now. I'm certainly curious about some of these items, though. Oh, if I, like, slide along the floor. There's just... every little aspect of this game has style. Nothing is generic in this. Every last thing you encounter is a brand new asset, a brand new animation, a brand new story. A champion's belt gives a small HP and stamina increase, and also boosts all stats. Yours for $250. I may be back for that. A chainsaw. Cuts through monsters like butter. Need a supply of gasoline to keep it working. Okay. All things I don't necessarily want now, but potentially could. A coffee machine will produce 4 cups of coffee in your home every morning. All things I could see myself getting. A medieval breastplate made with modern steel. Cumbersome, but highly protective. Not right now. A comfortable belt. Halves max HP, but doubles max stamina. No, that's definitely a give and take for a particular build. What are these? Battery powered. Delivers an electric shock that can stun, even paralyze sometimes. Okay, maybe that's a one-time use, or maybe we gotta buy more batteries. I'd like to see your special inventory. Yes. The items on the counter are special. Oh, I see. But supplies are limited. For every special offer you buy, all the others go up in price by 25%, so you're better off buying the more expensive things first. Okie dokie. Well, we can take more beer. Can always use more of that. Search through the garbage and find... Wait, what? What did we just find? No. What did we just find? I clicked through it too quickly. Oh, mittens. I was like, who's Mitchell? Alright. Well, we can head back up and save whenever we want. What's your deal? Hooded creature. You're a hand creature as well. Did you shuffle in from outside? The strange creature is ignoring you. Tap a finger shoulder. Oh, I'm sorry, you had headphones in. What? I feel bad now. You want something? Did you come from that bus? What gave it away? The hand thing? Nothing gets by you, man. Alright, screw you. You want to hang out? Something about you just seems cool. Alright, sure. Okay. I'm Emmanuel. So what's up? How are you doing? Could be worse, I guess. Need anything? Nah, man, I'm good. What happened with the bus? It crashed. I was in it. Yeah, given very concise answers, at least. I appreciate that. Why are you still sane? Guess I'm built different. That's a novel phrase, and I'm pretty... Is this supposed to take place in the 90s? What happened to you? Turned into a bunch of hands. Happens to the best of us. Oh, hold up. Before you go, did you see any old audio cassettes? Had a bunch of these in a bag, but it got all torn up on the bus. I think a bunch of these idiots grabbed some. You know, the guys with the hands, like me. Don't know why they'd take them. It's not like any of them got cassette players. Nobody's got those anymore. Been playing this one tape on loop since. It's starting to drive me kind of crazy. I got some stuff from the bus. I could trade you for tapes, if you find any. It's a long shot, but they're probably gone forever. I got cassettes. Yo, really? That's wild, man. Did you get Dudes Bop 96? What are the chances? Literally the first guy I talked to. Wild. Okay, let me see him. Alright, here's what I got to trade. Elbow pads, nail bomb, misshapen limb. The elbow pads seem useful, but the misshapen limb, I don't know. It seems... It's bringing my curiosity. I will say that. Slash. A strange limb with claws and too many elbows. It attacks 3 times. Trade, you got yourself a deal. I want to try it. Meanwhile, we can probably go fight the rest of those guys for some more, maybe. Ludwig. I know what you're thinking. Wow, This guy's got a lot of eyeballs. Believe it or not, I've seen this all before. I bet he can see real well. Bet he's the sight master, the vision president. He can see things you wouldn't believe. Well, no. These eyes can't see anything. 48 useless, blurry, unfocused points of view. I can barely make out your face. And constant movement gives me motion sickness and... Okay, I'm sorry I asked. An entire nervous system sits at the table. The brain wrinkles and pulses with life as the nerves wave and wriggle at the tentacles of a grotesque jellyfish. I'm Norm. You want to know about mental ailments? Ever since becoming a big brain, people keep asking me about him. I guess I just look the part. I don't know anything about him. I just look it up on my phone. Okay, so maybe not the 90s. Okay. Very, very useful. So confusion, what does that do? I know this one. Hang on. Confusion makes you attack at random, and sometimes attack your friends. Imagine that. That can really cause some chaos. Keep some anxiety meds to get rid of this, and use them in advance if you know it's coming. Okay, so things can be used in advance. You just told me to smell you later. Oh, it's another disc! Hang on, gimme. This is the one I've been looking for. And not just because it's funny. There's a wrapped gift box as well. Let's see what we got. There is so much I want to revisit today. Wrapped gift. We get a Christmas sweater. Aw, Shmeepo, guess what you're getting? Hang on. Let's see, if it's better than what you've got. It kind of is. You lose a lot of agility. Even though it's an ugly Christmas sweater, it's still extremely warm. 50% cold resist. You know what? Maybe we will take you to clear out those snowy rooms and equip you with that. We've got some other Christmas gear, too. Which is a weird thing. The cafe's entrance door. You probably don't want to go out there. No, probably not. This area is a lot safer now. Some of you have said that I should go back to Mr. Henderson's apartment. At some point I will. The number 29 is etched into the door handle. Now, if we refer to the handy-dandy screenshot, Uranus is 28 and Earth is 1. There we go. And there you go. Nice. And we're back here. We have another Claymore in case Helen's breaks. We've got more whiskey. We've also got another door. Claymore. And a trail of blood leading towards it. It looks like you can insert a disc-shaped object here. Okay, let's find out what we want first. There's nothing displayed on the screen. The wires connect to the socket to the left. What if we use the negative disc? I figured. Reading disc. Disc read error. Lock system value -10. So maybe we have to add up to 10. Alright, let's take it out. Let's try the sun. This whole thing could have turned into a monster at that rate. Lock system value 13. Okay. This is a cool puzzle. This is a really cool puzzle. So basically, if I'm understanding this correctly, what we need is for these things to... We need these things to add up to the value of whatever we put in here. But I don't think... Is that value equivalent to the thing? We know that Pluto is equivalent to 5. It is. It tells us exactly what it's worth. So that means that if we put in... Oh wait, did we have one that was worth 3? I thought we did, but I don't think we do. Okay, we'll take these out for now. Those can't be used in the equation. I was looking around, I'm not sure we can do it yet. You guys out here can probably be dealt with fairly easily. There's a lot of them, is the thing. Can we open this door? No, this is also locked. Ah, but we can open it with the janitor keyring. Ooh. That says simple key. It looked like more than that. It looked like it was frozen. Okay. You had also said that there was some dialogue worth getting from this. Are you guys still chilling? Is Nestor still here? Nestor's not here anymore. We can fight you, I guess. Nitro boost. Everybody else just attack. Touchy. Oh, you've got a camera around your neck and you're on fire. There's also... We probably shouldn't discount that fact. Oh, attacks. 100%. Once more, Helen's just out here killing everything. Fingernail bomb found. That's awful. Ooh, we find another key. We're finding so many of these. There's a lot we can go and revisit. Ah, this is what you were talking about. We can actually read the bathroom stall graffiti. Some scribbles scratched onto the stall. Most of it is legible. For a good time, dial this number. The fish and chips are people. That's a Soylent Green reference. Wait. Something plus... Looks like it says reagent equals elixir. Tonic plus reagent equals elixir, maybe? Are you Nestor? Oh, you're from floor 3. How are you doing? I think we met before. I want to do some laundry, but there's some kind of monster in the laundromat. Alright, maybe we can take care of it. It's occupied. You advised me to keep pushing. Ahem. Occupado. Hey, what's your problem? Yeah, I'm watching stuff on my phone. I'm taking a long time. So what? The other stalls are all free. What, do you want to talk or something? Do you need help? I'm Marshall. What's up? Do you have any wisdom for me, Toilet Man? Sure. Don't stick your arm in mysterious holes. Yeah, I know. Okay, well, maybe we'll get more wisdom from you later. Some scribbles. A recipe for banana bread. Wow, it really is like Lockdown all over again. I really adore this game's sense of humor. Do we clear this place out for you? You look like you're slinking away. Nitro boost. Ready for a regular attack. Papano, you do a regular attack. Shmeepo, once again, prowl. Good hit. You deliver a mighty punch, which we evade. Shmeepo stalks. Okay, I don't think you're actually gonna need the painful stab, so let's just do a jump attack. Helen, you can stab. Papano attack. Shmeepo attack. And you're gone. And we found a cassette tape. And a misshapen limb! Come on, I just paid for that! Let's see how that does us. Misshapen limb. Okay, we need to go to the equip screen. I swear, every time. It's actually very bad. It's very bad, but it does attack 3 times. How does it compare to what we've given Shmeepo? We got a cleaver. Much worse. Wow, these actually kind of suck. They do a lot of damage, but I think something like that would be much better in the early game. Okay, forget it then. Should I, inform Nestor of our success? This guy's just never really been a problem for me. Which is why I haven't tried to fight him. You're back out. Can I tell you that the... No, I can't tell you that the monster's down. There's monsters everywhere, you know? Yeah, I know. I feel safe in here. Did you look outside? No. Seems like a pretty bad idea. Pockets of people alive all throughout here. Maybe there's hope for the world. In a lot of ways, it kind of feels like things are getting less dangerous as time goes on, but then again, there's something new every day. Locked from the other side. Oh, right. What time is it? 5:30. I'll leave it be. We can do a little more and then come back. I was thinking about having Shmeepo, like, come down and do some more leveling, but it can sort of wait. Let's wake Shmeepo up and say, oh, you're drawing with colored pencils. Alright, you stay behind for now. And you come with... Oh, the plant! I'm not sure if I watered the plant. I think I did it last time, but that was before the reload. Okay, we'll definitely want to do that. You join up. I don't know what the odds are of finding Mom at this point. But, plant. Oh, I already talked. Soil stamp. Okay, so we did do it. Now that we've saved, I kind of want to go across the street and see what's going on in that apartment. Oh my. This is what's become of what we left behind. Would it have progressed like this had we actually killed the kid instead of playing with them? Things are progressing like crazy. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have saved right then. Fleshy pair of boots with teeth lining the bottom, the biting boots. How will that do somebody like you? It increases attack by a lot, but it decreases your defense and agility. I don't think that's what we want for you. There's something big down there. Let's go to the sides first. Closer to the door. There's a staircase to going downward, and it's only now that I remember that huge creature we glimpsed when we first came here. That thing that came by the floor. Oh, no. It's hard to believe this mass of jaws, teeth, and gums was once a small child. Waves of gummy flagella undulate as it breathes. It seems connected to the teeth and gums that cover the whole apartment. Let's approach. The creature reacts to your approach. Whips of gummy flesh wave hypnotically, as if sensing your presence. A curling, twisting, root-like appendage approaches your face. Teeth emerge and sink along its length. The cluster of teeth pulse in and out of the gummy flesh. They spread out like fingers as they approach your face. The root-like tendrils seem to sense you. One grasps at your finger. The teeth along the limb tightly or lightly grip your skin. Very big distinction there. Maybe if we hadn't played earlier, that would have gone differently. Alright, well look, maybe it's not a good thing that we came in here. Part of me thinks maybe I should just reload, just to not lose all that time and have all that progress. I mean, that's a lot. We could get XP from it still if we push a little further, because we got all that and I'm not really worried about dying in this moment. I got Sophie because I was expecting maybe a boss fight, so... Where do we go from here? Well, we're gonna want to go to the shop for sure. It's just, there's so much going on in this game that I feel like I can't keep up with it all. But certain items are a lot more useful now. Like vinegar. Not right now. But Metacell very much could be, and it's not very expensive. Here's what I'm thinking. We haggle $26 off of energy drinks, because I could use them. Buy. Just because we sometimes need to get that stuff back up. We're gonna buy the Metacell for $60. I'm not gonna try haggling. We learned last time that there is a limit to how much haggling you will accept. And Puricare. Can we haggle? $19, wow. Okay, that's great. We should have been stocking up from here the whole game. We are keeping you in business, buddy. And now we can actually take a lot more risks now. The mechanics of this game being what they are, we have much more freedom at this point to do what we need. Here's another ring, Sapphire Ring. Bolsters both HP and stamina and protects from cold damage, but it's very, very expensive. Okay, I think that's enough from us for now. Here's the other thing I was thinking. We have all this progress towards a save. We're probably not gonna get much more if we go down and deal with the Freds. So why don't we go deal with the Freds? Because that's like a long thing that we don't have to worry about anymore. Not that I'm complaining or anything, but this game definitely goes from survival horror to to-do list fulfillment after a while. Shmeepo probably would have been good for this. Ah! There's something in the fridge! I heard everything. I heard everything! He's lying. A liar! Don't believe a word! He just wants to be the last. Don't trust him. Trust me instead. Trust me! What you want? What happened? There was this painting I made that is bad to look at. I start painting my face, but it's hard. I don't remember right. And then the face comes out of the painting and starts painting too. And now there's a bunch of Freds. And then Big Headache comes on. The voices. It's very bad. I run into Fridge to get them to stop. Then you come in and help me and become my best friend. That's the whole thing. Are you the original? Yes, look, I'm the real one. Look at me. Have you seen my ring? That's the real Fred ring. It has a red gem on it. Red. His ring is wrong. Wrong color. And. Look at me. I'm the real one. That's a whole Fred. What do you think? You believe Fred, right? Got an awful lot of legs for a Fred. No, this is normal for Fred around here. We use these to walk around. With no legs, we fall on the ground like a worm, yes? You know this. We all know this. You are being a silly boy. Apologize now for the mocking. I love your face here. Look, this little dialogue we got earlier. But I died in that timeline, so we're good. You're not buying it. I'm not the real Fred. Got too many bits. Fraudulent Fred. Sorry for lying, but, what if you kill the other Freds anyway? For me. I'm not the real Fred, but if the other Freds are gone, I can be the real Fred then. The final Fred. Fake it till you make it. It's what Fred always said. I'm a better Fred, new and improved. Will you do it? Kill the other Freds for me, please? No. Crossing your many arms. Fine. Then you won't be getting the prize. Too bad for you. The prize was very good. Goodbye. It seemed to make more sense in the beginning, but I can't stand the thought of fighting things that aren't actively hostile, but I think I need to. I need to in order to get this painting, right? We found where it is. I don't like this. I'm suspecting that this is the real Fred because it's the only one that's got nothing to say, totally immobile. And that definitely seems like a fate worthy of this game. What are you? It's okay, it's okay. I'm not your enemy. I know I look odd, but I just want to help. I can patch you up if you're hurt. I have a gift. It takes a lot out of me, but I can help. I don't want to fight. Are you the real Frederick? I'm certain. I must be the real one. I must be. Oh, boy. None of you are outright hostile. I'm glad we killed Toxic Fred. And Shadow Fred left us no choice, but the rest, I don't know. This is really a mystery. And maybe we can go through and just deal with the ones who attack to figure this out? Alright, well there's things here we might as well kill. Oh man, does it even matter anymore? Like, these things are gonna melt under our attacks, right? Oh wow, okay, wow, no, you guys are jerks. We definitely still want to get rid of the remnants of Toxic Fred. Alright, you asked for it. Jump attack. Don't forget we also have the Turpentine still. Everyone attack. There we go. And you're still poisoned, are you? So let's go ahead and use the antidote. We've got so friggin' much. Got one hiding up there. But I'm not scared of the combat in this place. With my A-team, I'm really no longer worried about it. I think this was the road to Toxic Fred. I'm just unconcerned. Don't hurt me! Did one of them hire you to find me? You're working for them, aren't you? I know they're plotting to kill me. They all want to kill each other. It's only a matter of time before one of them gets to me. I can't trust you. I can't, I'm sorry. I know it's unfair. But if you're here, it must be because one of them sent you, I think. Please go away. I can't trust you, I'm sorry. Are you the real Frederick? I don't know. I would like to think I'm the original. The other Fredericks, they're nothing like the real Frederick. But on the other hand, I remember being painted. I remember painting me, painting the others, and being painted. You all share your memories. Anyone in particular you remember painting? I remember painting one that looked just like the real thing, but without a face. That one scared me the most. It radiated with malevolence. You know, I have never trusted the main one. It seemed too obvious. If we kill it, do we get the canvas bag? Maybe I can get you something? That would be nice. Maybe a can of cola? Alright, well I don't have any. I'm gonna leave you. I mean, if we just start with him, maybe we don't even have to kill the others. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've killed 2. We may still be missing 1 or 2. If we come around to here... Oh, we've gotten around! Oh, there's more of these toxic dudes. We can use a key on this safe. So let's do it. Inside we find $120 in cash and a silver bracelet. Well, that should pay for another key at least. There's one hiding back there. Not a cowboy hat. This is all I got left. All I got left. These 2 lumps. No matter. I can work with this. You know what? So can I. If we were to use some of that stuff, fingernail bomb, that's pretty bad, but turpentine. Should I save this stuff for the stronger things? I think I probably should, right? Okay. Just go ahead and do a nitro boost. You stalk that one. Papano. Kill. Sophie hide. You attack and miss. You attack and miss. You attack and miss. Misses all around. Okay. Now, you are going to do a jump attack on green painting B. Helen, you are going to stab green painting A. Papano, you also continue attack, but Sophie, you... Go ahead and stun painting B. You massively murder that thing, and you murder that thing. All you got left, huh? We got the stained key. Oh, what does that open? More importantly, what about you? Are you a friend? Please stay back. I don't want to hurt you. I think so? Oh, you tried to attack us. You attacked us all. You don't want to, but I think we're gonna leave. I'm still gathering evidence. Hang on. Well, you're unnerving. Many heads, too. Look upon our godly form, mortal, and be struck with awe. We are Frederick the Many. We have transcended mortal form. We have a quest for thee. Terrible demons have gathered. There are 9. They must be slain. Perform this task, and we shall grant you a boon. We have spoken. Dost thou accept my quest? I refuse. You refuse? Do you not fear my wrath? You're just a painting. Yeah, I know. Okay, I'm stopping the god shtick. Just don't tell anyone, alright? You're amazingly expressive for an expression. Scam is all I got. I mean, look at me. I'm a freak. I can't even put clothes on. Anyway, you'll do it? You'll kill him? I'll pay you. You're lighting. I got Fred's stash. There's $400 in it for you. I love this game. I mean, I don't know if money's still worth much, but I got nothing else. So what's up? Are you the true Frederick? Nah, he painted me. Kinda weird to paint yourself as an angel god thing, right? Maybe it was ironic. I don't know. Certainly feels that way. See, the thing is, none of you deserve to die. Except for maybe the dude in the front room. I don't know, man. I just don't feel like I've learned very much. And at this point, even if I did find the real Fred, what would I do? That wouldn't necessarily mean that I should kill them all. We can't trust a word we've been told. There's Shadow Fred on the ground. Stuff like this I do not like. The stained key. You're the awful one. Alright, come with me, Roach. There's some more turpentine. I was told that you are the one that radiates evil. Can I get around you? Comic book. Rare. What are you? The faceless thing pantomimes a painting on an invisible easel. It's either an artist or a mime, or both. Are you the real Frederick? The faceless thing gives 4 thumbs up. That's an affirmative. Where's your face? The faceless thing puts one set of hands around its hollowed face, and another mimics painting. You're not entirely sure what it means. A painter has a space? What happened to you? It slouches and pretends to paint. In the other hand, yanks at the space where its face should be. technically, every single one of them stole your likeness in a way. Could you be the original? Clearly something or someone has stolen this man's space. I really do sort of believe you may be the original. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave. None of them have been outright hostile. There's a bitey one that hurts us without meaning to. I think you may be the original, and if someone stole your face, well, where else have we seen a perfect version of it? What would be the greatest irony? I think it's you. Hope you have good news. I can tell that you got more of them since last we spoke. We're fighting. What are you doing? Stop it! Stop it right now! I'm the real Frederick! Did they trick you? I think I'm not the one doing the deceiving. Or being deceived. Or I was deceived until now. You know what? Whatever, I'm just gonna fight you. Let's do a nitro boost. Helen, you are going to stalk. Papano, try for a bear hug. And Sophie, you hide. What did they tell you? You're being fooled. Don't be an idiot. Have you seen them? Well, see, here's the thing. Early on, I was thinking, okay, it'll be the obvious weirdos. We need to go and eliminate them and save the real person. Coming back and doing this after all this time is a very different experience. We've learned that being changed is not the same as being evil. We've learned that being human is not the same as being good. Even if you are the real one, your desire to kill them all might not mean we want to help you. 3 damage. Helen stalks. Alright, Crispy. You do a painful stab. Helen, you do a regular stab. Papano attack. Sophie. You could just try Turpentine. That could be a tell. That could be a tell. If this is basically a total no-sell, then maybe it doesn't matter. Then maybe we were wrong. You stab from the shadows. We do a jab. Papano attacks. Fire Axe is damaged. That was your weakness! Ugh. Look what you're doing to me. I'm starting to... Ugh. There it is. Oh my... Look what you did! Sophie found a marble. A bumblebee marble. Okay, this is it. Hopefully everything we just did carries over. You really need some stamina, though. Okay. You're going to do a jump attack. Helen, go ahead and stalk once more. Papano, you're going to do a deep cut. Even if it's broken, maybe you can still manage that. Sophie, you use this turn to... we could throw another Turpentine. But go ahead and fetch me a beer, why don't you? Excellent hit. Another good hit and you're bleeding. We recover our stamina. Helen stalks. You're continuing to change. We've got a moment, but oh, you might be tough. Then again, you're also potentially a fight for much earlier. Alright. We're still nitro boosted. Helen, you do a stab. Papano, you know what? You got a broken item, Papano. You toss the Turpentine. Sophie, try and keep him screwed up. Big hits. More big hits, and you're burning from acid. And you play a trick, but it doesn't work. Ugh. So I found another marble, the Void Marble. Okay, I think our freebies are lost here. Do a painful stab. Helen, stock. I think we've got time. How are you doing on stamina? Okay, yes, you can do that. You can do that and still stab. You, go for a bear hug. Sophie, I'm really curious. What does Void Shot do? Ultra rare. Halves the target's life. Save that for a special occasion. In the meantime... try and blind him. Let's not just toss all our turpentine all the time. Bear Hug's not doing much to him. That's it. I've had enough. Here we are. The palette can be so constraining. I didn't get to read that. Oh no! If we hadn't stayed, we wouldn't have been able to hear this awesome soundtrack. Unfortunately, your effects are gone, and we've lost a lot of stamina. So we're gonna Nitro Boost again. Helen, you're gonna stock again. Papano. Papano, you go ahead and toss some turpentine. Sophie. None of this has worked so far, but try and poison him. We're continuing to burn from acid. Sable Smear. Bad stuff. You're stunned, though, which helps us. You're still doing big damage to Papano, though. I'm really hoping that you're not going to have the crazy health like other people do. Go for a painful stab. Helen, go for a regular stab. Papano. I want you to have an energy drink for yourself. And you... We'll wait to do it to Helen again, because she can still stock again. You are going to try to poison. Good damage. More good damage. And now you're poisoned. Take some damage. You resisted, but still took damage. Okay. Go for a jump attack. Helen. Stock. Papano. Can you do a deep cut? Meanwhile, Sophie. Try and blind him. I mean, between that and, confusion's no good, because you're still gonna attack. Yeah, just try and blind him. I like to spread it around. Big damage. Big damage, you're bleeding. You're using Blotch, and the Fireman's Axe broke. Sophie is enraged and may attack us. Oh no. Impasto! You're really hitting us with the status effects now. Okay. Crispy. Inflicted jump attack. Helen. You're not still stocked, right? I can't tell. I can't tell. No, you are still stocked. You are still stocked. So, go ahead and do a regular attack. You're the only ones who can do anything. About 100 damage from a jumping attack, and you're good. That would have been very, very difficult early on. I wouldn't say he gave us a run for his money, but he definitely put up more of a fight than I expected from anything back here. We got the paint-stained apron and the barrette. And the canvas carry bag. Excellent. Thank you very much. And the torn-off face. Maybe we can return it? Okay. Well, Papano, you're gonna need a new weapon. We could fix the Joyous. But I was thinking maybe you can both be my Claymore team, my little knights. Whatever happened to the pitchfork? Did it break entirely? You can always buy another fireman's axe. Yeah, just take a Claymore for now. Other than that, you could really use... We got the means to make so many tonics, you just go ahead and take one of those. Other than that, I think we're okay. We don't need to fight the rest of these guys. What we need to do is find that blue painting. I could always check tape. Try. It's wet, the painting stains your fingers. See, I could check tape and see which one it was. Your hands are stained with blue paint. That's the one. But we have to put it in the carry bag. Well, this has been a long-standing issue resolved. Let's take it. It's very interesting, the concept of having to recover artifacts, and the difficult thing isn't necessarily finding them, but rather finding a way not to look at them. Oh, right, but I'm forgetting something. We've got to go find Fred the Faceless. Hand over his face, yes. Oh, thank God, it's back on. That feels better. Thank you for that. So, you must have killed it then. The thing that took my face? There are still others though, aren't there? What a mess I've made. Can you help me take care of them? I don't really want to kill them. I guess a few of them have character. Certainly not my best works though. Fine, they can live. I guess most of them aren't so bad, when they're not taking my face and locking me in a storage closet. This is so cool. This might have just elevated itself to one of my favorite quests in the game, because we can side with any of them. There's a different path for each. Well, I guess perhaps not for Shadow Fred. That one attacked us out of nowhere. But as for the rest, like... it's like I was saying earlier about our mirror conversation with ourselves about the tooth apartment. I think it's really cool that it allows us to not only explore every possible set of actions, but also our rationale for choosing those things. This is what makes a good RPG. I mean, I think this is why people like Fallout New Vegas over like Fallout 3 or 4. But anyway, are you the real Frederick? I am. I wish I could prove it to you, but I don't know how. About the cursed painting. Be careful with it. It should be in the back, against the far north wall of the leftmost studio room. Well, I already figured it out, but thank you. What happened to you? It was a calm, beautiful night. The kind of night that needed to be immortalized in painting. There was something in the sky. I couldn't identify it, but I captured it anyway. It changed me. Whatever I painted, whatever it was, I will never be the same. Almost everything I paint now seems to come to life. So I painted myself. I painted the changes I underwent. As you can see, the paintings came to life, stole my face, and locked me here. And intuition pays off. I'll always come away loving a game where that's true. Since the series are being rotated now, right now it's this and Arkham City, I don't mind playing these for a little bit longer, especially since I always end up wanting to play more by the end of it, and then waiting for more comments. I'm not even sure 100% if I should save yet, but there's so much I would have to redo. Well look, we can get a little bit more, get the next notch, and get a little more XP, right? Chris P, I managed to find something I could put on. It was a little big for me before. Fits perfect now. So, how do I look? Not bad, huh? Suits you well. Yeah, it does. Well, how about now? I had to break the shades to fit them around my enormous head. Come on. Have you seen a more stylish worm snake eel hydra thing before? Don't think you have. I adore this character so much. Like, she is so sweet. Well, as for the rest of me, I think I'll need a tarp, or some bed sheets. Maybe a big tent would do. I'll figure something out. Anyway, enough of that for now. What's up? How are you doing? A lot better now, thanks to you. Still becoming used to what I become. Alright, I'm just glad you're still doing well. It's cool that we can go back and check on them. But here's the thing. I don't fear entering most of these floors now. Like, I'm not worried about it at all. Maybe what we should do right now is actually go back down to floor 1 and see about that, like, plant sort of fungusy room. I'm sure whatever's in there now poses no threat to the squad. Let's check out the jungle. Maybe we'll fight the rest of this. A lot of dudes around. If we get into combat, I'm not too worried. All right, let's nitro boost. Oh, I forgot. We need stamina. Okay, well then everybody just start attacking. Sophie, you hide. Took no damage. Wow. You're very resistant. And you do acid damage. Okay, maybe it would be best if I just take one of my things now. Whiskey or energy drink? Give myself the energy drink. Helen, you stalk. Papano, go for the attack. And Sophie, try to stun it. Give us some time. Good hit, Papano! And we found some potting soil. I wonder what we can use that for. But, yeah, I really need to get everybody's stuff up. That's enough for another fight. No, don't even think about it, you. We'll figure something else out for you. Probably haven't been through here. Door's locked from the other side. Perhaps we can do something. We already killed some of what was in here. But we were much weaker back then. There's that thing. Could fight it to get up the drawer. Unlock this from the other side. But what about you? Hey, XP is XP, right? Some audio CDs. I wonder if our buddy downstairs in the den would like that. At the store. Fancy headphones? Ooh, the home of an audiophile. This is the moment I realize this is a whole thing. Got $20 too. You're not moving, but I think you're an enemy. Oh, there's actually a lot here. Here we go. Okay. We're going to Nitro Boost. Helen is going to stalk the ribcage. Papano is going to bear hug the Skullflower. And Sophie is going to hide. Helen takes some damage. We both take some damage. Okay, I'm gonna do a jump attack on the Skullflower. I don't think it has that much health. We're going to stab the Ribcage Bloom. With any luck, that'll just kill it. But worst case, we can always try and stun the Ribcage Bloom. You're dead. Everything else comes your way, and you die. There's a lot of good loot here. An old axe. Why pay for anything? Ever. A bag of potting soil. Maybe we can recover somebody? Like this thing in the center of the room that did not attack us. An electronic car key. Hang on, maybe that can do something down in the garage? Like, no, but think about it. What if we try to use it, right? And then that leads to... Where could it be? Park! Yes! Okay, that's gonna be something we check out. Oh, you attack. Okay. Well, it's not panicking time yet. Let's do a nitro boost. Helen. Stock. Papano. Try and do a deep cut. And Sophie, you hide. $71 damage, bleeding horribly. Of course, the Claymore is damaged right away. Helen gets poisoned, so we're gonna have to deal with that. And a whole lot of evasions. Alright, Crispy, go ahead and jump attack. Helen, you stab. That should be enough. But you might as well try and stun. Big hits, doesn't matter. Okay, and we've got to heal you, of course. Got so much of this. Stocking up is definitely for the better, and we can use some tonic on you. We're a rolling squad. And I had kind of tried to get out of the clearing mindset, but, you know, XP is XP once you can get it. Oh my. Eye drops. That's a video game. And you're a horrid flesh plant. Just like Nana always used to say to me. Helen, you're actually starting to run low on health. But go ahead and stock. Papano, go for a deep cut. Yeah, eventually you just settle into the same routine. It's kind of the same all the time. But I can't say it isn't fun. I really like this. I think it's a very good thing that I played this immediately after Off. Because prior to Off, I had never played a turn-based game like this before. And that was a very basic game comparatively, but I think it's done a lot to prepare me for like how stuff like this is meant to be done. Go for a painful stab. Helen, stab stab. Papano, bear hug, and Sophie, try and poison. Big hit. Sheb, and you're gone. Sophie's now level 10 and learned Ambush. The place is choked with flies. But, hang on, your skills. Comes over hiding for a nasty ambush. Deals very high damage with the equipped melee weapon. Did we ever give you a melee weapon? Hang on. No, we never did. I had just assumed that we would never use one. A misshapen limb could be fun for you. A cleaver, looks dangerous. I mean, screw it. We gave one to Shmeepo, right? But that could be good. We so rarely use it. Does it stack? Does it stack with the... Because it says it uses it with the equipped melee weapon. Does it stack with Ambush? Because that could potentially be something nice. Okay, well, we've got a first aid kit. And a video game cartridge. Forget about it. Sure, take. We're gonna get a lot of XP for this, but I kind of think we should go back and save soon. Look at you. Okay. I think maybe I'm starting to push my luck just a bit much because I haven't been taking this very seriously, and things are gonna get serious. I'm just not prepared for it. We can get more food. That's very helpful. We're gonna have to leave some out for the roaches after all. What is this? Some raw beef is on the table. Do I really want that? You're like a human corpse that's been completely overtaken. Well, the more we explore this place, the more we unlock. If we kill you on the way out, we don't have to dodge around you later. Oh, great, there's another thing, though. Okay, once more, Nitro Boost. You should probably take an energy drink. Papano, you do a deep cut on the Great Flower. Oh, this is bad. Good damage. Bleeding heavily, great stuff. You confused me, which is not good. But you're not doing a lot of damage. So Helen, you go ahead and stalk this. Papano, you do a... did I ever fix your weapon? You can cleave both of them. And Sophie, you... Just do damage against the Great Flower. Excellent hits. Excellent hits. Wow, Papano, you are great with that thing. You're a beast. This thing is not in good shape. I think, Helen, if you just stab it, it'll die. Yeah, everybody else just sort of attack. There it goes. We win, and we get a whole bunch of XP, and Helen levels up even further. Search the drawer. Find $50. Okay, let's do some equipment fixing. Let us flee this cursed place while you chase me from a long way off. And I think I'm ready to end it here. It's just, I want to keep going, but I know I would be so pissed if I died right now, and that's why I play so cautiously with the saves, is... Look at what happened with Antoine. You just never know when something unexpected is going to happen, and then you're going to lose all that progress. And nothing is ever, ever as good the second time around, so you really want to make sure that you lock in what you've got, especially for a Let's Play. Got a whole bunch of XP for this. The danger was strangely thrilling. Nobody leveled up, but still doing pretty well. Yeah, I mean, look at all this. Not a whole lot of new skills for the others. I don't know if maybe we still don't gain them after level 10, but that's cool. You can tell that she's close to you. Now we know who. Feed Shmeepo some blood. That's alright, because I think we're gonna do pretty well when we finally eat something today. Let's leave some frozen fish and stew mix. Some of us could use a lot of health, so this will be nice. Cook something new. And we eat some fish stew. Everyone recovers around 65 HP and 32 stamina. Papano holds up a beer bottle and chomps down on the cap, opening it with his teeth. He delicately places the cap in his pocket. The work, it never ends. You doing okay, Papano? The giant takes a long swig of beer and wipes the suds from his beard. Sometimes the darkness gets to me. I feel like giving up. But my duty, the duty of all custodial engineers, is to toil for the sake of others. We must uphold civilization where nobody else can. Never forget your duty, Deputy. I should sleep. And he's right. If anything, this whole episode has been about civic duty, about... I always talk about knocking down walls, but also of just making sure the lights stay on. Maybe Papano's been a good influence on me. It seems like I was kind of a slacker before, but... well, no one can accuse us of that now. Ooh. Look at this, we can add new soil! Maybe that's a good thing? Maybe I save before I do that. I was just gonna go to sleep, but nah. Oh, am I gonna have stories for you? I guess that wasn't anything too stressful. Why don't we add some new soil? Huh. It looks fine. Not as pretty as the day you bought it, but fine. Okay, maybe we'll add some more a little later. Very, very good stuff. Very good stuff. Dude, imagine how overpowered you could be on a second playthrough. That's something that's interesting. I have always thought that horror games simply do not have the same spark the second time, but my perception of this is wildly different than it was when I first started playing. I played it almost like Resident Evil, like a survival horror game. But it's definitely an RPG first. And so this is one of those things where there's so many different ways to do it, so many things that would change. I think it might be worth a second playthrough at some point. I'm sure things are going to get harder before they get easier, but we've got so much money. There's so many things we can go back and deal with if we want more, save energy. And I'm more confident in our ability to handle things. We've got so much still to do. We've got to get back down to the sewer and help all the kids, which I think we're going to do next time. We need to go see that water apartment. We need to finish up in the plant apartment. And so much more. There's the mushroomy areas off of the diner down in the boiler room. Too many things to count. Too many things to count. When it comes to the sheer scope of things to do in this game, I'm just going to have a little look for reference. In all the time we played, I have received 32 achievements. 32 out of 150 something. Utterly insane. I love this game so much. Thank you so much for recommending it. Oh wait, I almost forgot. Almost forgot. We gotta leave something out for the roaches too. I love how they just slowly take over. A TV dinner should be fine. Mix it with nothing. We're gonna have to do a lot of crafting. More health items. More health items always. And maybe they'll have another message for us. Helen's a gardener. Does she really not have any advice? It's now early morning. We're gonna have all day. 6:01 with only 6 days left. The way our room just slowly fades into view. Anything new from you guys? There is. The paper is covered in tiny little thank you notes, but a lot of them make no sense at all. Big friend, love you, help big friend. You're gonna help us? Oh. There's no limit to the things that are worth pursuing. You always say her. I notice you say her a lot more often now that you know she's there. Okay. I don't want to sound morbid, Chris P. I hope you don't feel this way, but I'm starting to lose hope. It's been more than a week now? 2? I've lost track of how long it's been. Things aren't getting better. They're only getting worse. Well, I feel the opposite way. I'm starting to think things won't get better. No, they will. Maybe. Maybe we can rebuild, but the horror that people are experiencing, that we're experiencing, I don't know. It feels like every moment that passes, another door closes on humanity, ever bouncing back from this. It's like the Black Plague, but a million times worse. Well, like I said, I'm not worried. As time has gone on, my sense of optimism, my sense of not being alone has only grown massively, and you guys have been a big part in steering me in the right direction. Anyways, if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one. And screw it, let's use another background for the outro.